And welcome back into our final segment of Hawk Talk on this Thursday night. Happy to have you with us here tonight. And please welcome, if you will, the Director of Basketball Operations for Miami Men's Basketball, Carl Richburg, joins us. Now, I know that it's one of your jobs to keep track of head coach Travis Steele, and Travis had to jump out of town, and Carl says, hey, I got this, right?
Always got coaches back.
So, I mean, refresh my memory. When did you play here?
2005 to 2009.
Right.
2007, we made the NCAA tournament.
NCAA tournament,
yeah, that was fun.
Absolutely. And 2009 wasn't too far from there.
Correct.
Let's talk about where you've been since then, because you're making an appearance back in Miami this year, obviously. But you've been involved in coaching and basketball since the day you walked out of the gym here in Oxford.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a bunch of different places, but most recently I was at Marquette last year in the Big East. So, Coach Steele and I kind of got to reconnect with him being at Xavier in the Big East. Mm-hmm. And so, when he got the job here, obviously alma mater and everything, and me knowing him from my time playing here and him being at Xavier, it was an easy transition. So it was something that I really couldn't turn down.
Yeah, actually Marquette, and last time I saw you, I think was out in Missouri.
Yeah, out in Missouri.
I
was
out
at
Mizzou for a while, and as well. This team coming in, obviously, a lot of new faces. I literally had to print out the roster so I remember all of the names because, with graduation and transfer portal and all that sort of stuff, there is just a lot of new names. So how has, and I asked Coach this, how has the transition been, not only with a coaching staff, an entirely new coaching staff, but with a lot of new players and some veterans coming back? How's that meshed together so far?
No, it's been a good transition with everybody. I think with a smooth amount of numbers of newcomers mixed with returners.
Yeah.
We've really been trying to stress on learning each other.
Mm-hmm.
And when everyone first got here, we did a lot of team building activities and things like that. And now with practice starting, everyone's kind of learning each other, even us as coaches.
Yeah.
Learning the players and how they interact with each other, both on and off the court. It's been interesting. It's been fun, but there's been ups and downs all the way. It's going to be like that throughout the year, with the new team. But we're excited for the journey ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, as this team gets ready for the season, red and white scrimmage was held last Saturday at Millette at noon. I had a chance to see some of that. I know some guys were out injured and will be out injured for a little while on a couple of them. But what did the coaching staff learn and see in the scrimmage on that day?
Well, biggest thing, we won, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was key.
One side won anyway.
Yeah, actually, my side didn't win. So
oh, there you go.
I owe some people some lunch.
Oh, but
that's for a whole another day. But no, I think it was good just for guys to be able to compete with each other.
Yeah.
First time really with, fans in the stands. So, family members and friends and things like that. So, you know how it goes. Sometimes people perform a little bit differently when the lights are on.
Yeah.
And so that was good to be able to see. And, with film and things like that, once you get an opportunity to compete, when the ball is tipped in the air, you finally get that opportunity to kind of see what everybody can do. And then we get to go back and watch film on it and really dissect, how we can get better and things like that.
Yeah, as people remember last year's team, Mekhi Larry is back. We talked about injured players. Curtis Harrison and Javen Etzler were out of the red and white scrimmage the other day. But the new guys coming in, I would love to have seen Morgan Safford. I'll get it right. Morgan Safford play. I hear that he has been very, very good at Wofford transfer.
Yeah, Morgan's downhill. Super aggressive. He's tons of energy. I think the fans are going to really like watching him play. We always track, all of our practice stats and things like that. And at the end of the week, our winner of our, our Miami Way is what we call it. Mm-hmm. They get a black and gold jersey. So if anyone comes to practice or they see on social media someone with a black and gold jersey, they probably see Morgan with it 3 out of the 4 times. Every week that he's been healthy, he's won it. So the 1 week that he wasn't healthy, he didn't win it. But he competes. Like at the end of the day, he competes. We know he's a guy that has had some college experience actually playing on the court, with a good program. So getting him here is huge, and he's been really good. As one of our captains is. Really helping our young guys transition as well.
Yeah, when I take a look at the roster, I failed to mention Kamari Williams back with the team as well from Boston College for a couple of years ago transfer. But also new names from Julian Lewis, who's from William and Mary, Mitchell Riley, a true freshman, Billy Smith, a true freshman, Mabry Ryan, a true freshman coming in. And as I'm looking at this, Anderson Mirambeau, Mirambeau is He's my guy.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a guy on this team that I love, it's going to be Anderson Mirambeau because he's 6'8" and 305, and that's the kind of guy I want standing in the middle of the lane when these guards try to drive. I just want to see him stand in there and take the charge.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big body. He's 300 and something. I mean, I don't know if the numbers are all accurate and everything, but he's definitely over 3. But he's a player where he can pass, he can shoot. Obviously, he's good on the glass. He's just got a great IQ. So I think people are going to really like watching him play with his footwork.
I was going to say, he can move.
He can move.
Hey,
he can move.
I'm not just saying I just want him to stand there. He can move.
Yeah,
he can rebound.
He can move for his size, and he's played a little bit. So he's just excited for the opportunity to finally get to really play and showcase what he can do. So he's been working hard. Obviously, he's still got a long way to go. We all got a long way to go, but he's definitely somebody who we're counting on.
Well, I can't wait to see the team on the floor. That's going to happen a week from Monday night. And it's not like you guys got 18 home games, I think, on the schedule this year, something like that. And there's Coach could have taken it a little bit easier in the first game as you have the Evansville Purple Aces coming in here. Always a tough team for Miami.
No, it's going to be tough, but, that night's special because obviously the women play first.
Yeah.
Want to shout them out. They make sure everybody comes to the game. They play Xavier before us, so after that game, then we get to play. But they're the team that is going to fight hard. They probably feel overlooked in their conference as well.
Right.
Kind of like us. New coaching staff and things like that. So I'm sure they're working just as hard. But we're really happy that we have a home game to be able to start the season and want to showcase what we can do.
Obviously so. 8:30 is the scheduled tip time for that game on Monday the 7th. It will be at 8:30 or 30 minutes after the women's game, which tips off again at 6 o'clock. Carl, thanks for coming out and talking with us, man. Great to have you back in Oxford.
Good to be back.
Great to have you with the team again, and we're looking forward to a great season. Again, a reminder that Miami Soccer made the Mid-American Conference Tournament today. They will play at Ohio at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Miami Field Hockey plays at Ball State tomorrow afternoon, their final Mid-American Conference game. And they will also host the defending national champion Northwestern Wildcats in Oxford at the Field Hockey Field on Sunday at noon. Miami Volleyball is in town this weekend for a couple of matches, and make sure you check out MiamiRedHawks.com for that video and get out, support the Miami Redhawks. And, of course, Miami Hockey is at home this weekend against defending national champion Denver, 7:05 on Friday night and 5:05 on Saturday. Miami football is on the road at Akron. It is a noon kickoff on Saturday. Terry Bridge and I will have the call for you from Infovision Stadium on the E&H Ace Hardware Tailgate Show beginning at 11 o'clock. For Carl Richburg, Deanna Hendricks, Jen Beardsley, and all of our guests, Chuck Martin, Jake Matthew, and Chris Bergeron as well, I'm Steve Baker. Thanks for watching Hawk Talk here live from La Rosa's.